Okay, we are live. Welcome. Let's give everybody a minute to get in here and get situated. Come on in. We are live on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, and we've got some viewers already. So we're excited to have you guys here with us. No matter where you're joining us from, we would love to hear from you in the comments or chat or wherever you're joining in from. Feel free to interact. We love it when that happens. So as you guys can see, I'm starstruck and super excited. I am, Karen, to be interviewing the Miss Clara from War Room. Okay, and she's an actress, a producer, and so much more. And so I could not wait to have her on as a guest. And I'll talk to you a little bit. I mean, you guys, you'll see as we go just how aligned we are and how aligned she is with Productive Environment Institute. And Carrie Thomas is saying hello. I assume, Carrie, you're in Florida. Who knows if you're in Florida, Virginia, or she travels for work. She's one of our certified productive environment specialists. So she's saying,
beautiful.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello, Carrie.
She's one of those people that helps people clear the clutter. And, in fact, Karen, you'll relate to this. Her Facebook page is Less Clutter, More Peace.
Oh, goodness gracious. And that's true. That's true across the board.
Across the board, yep. And Barbara Hemphill, who's the founder of Productive Environment Institute, her book is Less Clutter, More Life. So
yes.
We're all on the same page here.
Yes, my goodness, yes.
Yes. So I want to hear from you guys. Let us know who's on, who's joined us, and where you guys are. And we're going to come on screen and just have a chat with you. So let me tell you who Karen is. So from War Room to real life, Karen Abercrombie on making time for what matters. Okay. So wait until you hear our, I just loved our conversation we had about this. Carrie says, yes, I'm home. Nice to meet you, Karen. Awesome. Very good. And then Kathy Music is one of our certified productive environment specialists. She's in the Chicago area, New Path Productivity. And Sandy is joining us from Central Texas. Sandy is in our Soar to Success program as well. So I'm so glad you guys are out there. Yes. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to do a little bio intro of Karen before we just jump in and relax and have a just casual conversation. So while I'm doing that, Eds, if you'll show some pictures. All right. So Karen Abercrombie is an actress and producer, best known for well, then I started watching the movie and realized quickly it wasn't about things at all. It was about people. Yeah. And it was a population that was near and dear to my heart. It was my career before Productive Environment Institute was in family preservation. And I worked in a group home for abused and neglected adolescents. And that was the movie, right, Karen?
Yes, absolutely.
And you said that was your first that you produced, is that right?
Yeah, it was the first movie that I produced. After I had played Miss Clara in War Room, people were reaching out to me to play their version of Miss Clara in whatever project it was, And I was like, oh God, but I'm a classically trained actress. You've gifted me to be able to do a whole lot of things. And instead of just staying frustrated in my closet, I just kept making petition. And then something started stirring inside of me. And this story came out. And many years before, my husband and I, my husband's son and myself, we had fostered children for many years. And so there were beautiful, powerful stories inside that just started resurfacing, and then ended up writing this movie, Discarded Things, with my writing partner, the amazing Tara Marcel. A lot of people don't want to take in the older children because they think that they're too damaged, and that is not the case. We've had many children come past our jump onto our path. And yes, they had trouble past, but with some true love and true intention, well-intentioned actions and whatnot, you just see these flowers that needed some love poured on them just bloom once they feel safe. And I'm sure you know this from doing what you had done before. And so that started my wanting to produce more.
Yeah. Wow. So you had no plans originally to be a producer. It just kind of,
Never, ever, ever, never. Nope.
wow. That is fascinating. Yeah. So I worked with when I was working at the group home. I mean, they were foster children. They would leave the group home and go to a foster placement. And
Yeah.
many times they would come back because there were problems in the foster home. So
Yes.
they would come back. And I have so many stories to this day. The girl, well, she's a woman. She's not a girl. She's my age. She and I work together whenever we don't get together often, but when we do, we just bring up all of those stories about all those kids, the good ones, the good ones and the not so good situations.
Right.
I won't say not so good kids, and they were all good, but we had situations.
I understand.
I got a dog at that time, and I named my dog Foster.
Girl, that's precious.
Yeah,
That's
and she
precious.
came to the group home. My dog came to the group home, and the kids took turns walking her and feeding her, and
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Yeah, it was really special. But when you and I were talking the other day, well, first of all, let me just mention this. I got to give Demetrius credit. So Demetrius met you at the gym.
Yes.
And most people that follow us know who he is. Demetrius Ferrier, DFIT. Demetrius Ferrier
Yes.
for transformation.
Wonderful.
And
Wonderful.
he told me that a guy that he knows from the gym came up to him and said, "I've got somebody you have to meet. You have to meet Karen. You have to meet Karen Abercrombie." And he was like, "Okay." So then he comes and tells me, and he said, "Oh, she was in this movie War Room." I was like, "Oh my God, War Room!" And then he said, "Well, you have to meet Karen too." Mm-hmm. And so he's the one that introduced us. And then when we were talking, I was like, "Well, I just started asking you because obviously you were a very busy person. You as an actress, as a producer, as to travel. I mean, you have lots of travel, and you shared with me that what I would call a defining moment.
Yes,
yeah. You want to talk about that? Tell us about.
Yes, Andrea. Yes. Opportunities that started coming my way like nobody's business, and just absolutely grateful I was for each and every one. But it got so busy that I was just traveling, and I was truly exhausted and didn't realize how exhausted I was. And there was one time I was coming back to Charlotte. And I live close to Charlotte, and we had come into one of the gates in the new section. Mm-hmm. And I stepped off of the plane and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this looks like, oh my gosh, am I in Atlanta again?" I was so exhausted. And I was like, "Well, no, they wouldn't have let me on a plane. Oh, this is crazy." And I knew that I needed to make a change then and there. Many times the blessings come all at one time, but when you're trying to keep up with them, that is not what we're requested to do. We need to sift and sort, and that's what I had to do. And from that time on, I made a choice to stop the busy, be when you're accepting things, thanks, but no thanks, because you can't do everything.
Right.
Not are you required to do everything. And you have to start that care for yourself and living in the present and not living on automatic. And that is what I was doing. And it was not good for me. It wasn't good for my family.
Right.
My creativity had just stopped. I was literally on automatic. Turn that switch on, bleep, and ready to go. And so I decided to declutter every part of my life to live simply, naturally, and well. I went into my closets, girl. Things I hadn't worn in a long time. And some things I was like, why did I ever buy that? The phase I was in at some point, I guess. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah. So just started getting rid of stuff and went into the office. And I think I mentioned this to you. went to the office, girl. We had tax returns. We had kept everything. My husband just increased mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all at that same time. All of the things that you were still holding on to and didn't realize you were holding on to were going up in smoke, and then they were gone, girl, and felt so good when there was nothing but ashes. Because then it was gone. The attachment to them was gone. No longer connected to that part of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, there's energy in stuff. And when you're looking, right, there's energy there, and it can drain you. It can, every time you look at those boxes.
It does. It does. Even the boxes you hadn't opened, you see the date, when they were closed, the dust sitting on top of them, all of that stuff goes. And then there's room for just space, for breath, for life. Take a deep breath. It's gone. You don't have to even put something back in those spaces where the boxes were.
Right.
It is so freeing. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I love it. I love it. So let's go back to that you burned it versus shredding them. So tell me about that decision.
Shredding, the time in the shredding, trusting the place you're shredding. If you send boxes to a shredder or someplace that will shred it, you know, but because we were standing there, we were there, we were present for the dismantling of all of this, the removal of all of this, and then the burning of all of this.
Yeah.
It was like,
yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah.
Feel it.
Yeah.
I had a client, actually, Demetrius and I had a client together that we worked with, and she was in a similar situation. It was kind of one of those situations where I had to call a friend. I called Barbara because we were trying to be responsible. So she had 80 years worth of boxes.
Oh my gosh.
Her family had kept meticulous records on. Wow. There was guilt around letting it go. There was wanting to be responsible and discard it in a responsible manner. There was all of that. And then we kind of came to, she had some other staff that had an idea of that you had of we've got land, we can go burn it. And there was guilt around that and the environmental issue around that. And so I called Barbara and I said, and Barbara Hemphill, and now her famous quote is, "Clutter is postponed decisions."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's so powerful.
You and your husband made the decision to release the clutter. So Barbara's point was, and it's exactly where you landed, was it's costing you more to not take care of it relatively quickly, to hold on to it and try to take all the staples out and all the binder clips and all of that. It's like, I love how you did it in a ceremonial, almost ceremonial way, right? That it was an experience.
Oh, and Andrea, I'm telling you, tears from, I don't know, from years ago, many years ago, things were just coming up and releasing and coming up and releasing and coming up and releasing. And you don't realize that you're holding on to these things emotionally. And in that, physically, even though you don't touch those boxes.
That's right.
Or you just walk past them every day.
Yeah.
But you're still trapped inside each and every one.
That's exactly right. Let me share a couple of comments here and then I'm going to share something. Carrie, when you were talking about the airport, she said, "Oh my gosh, I had that happen yesterday. What airport am I in?"
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah. She traveled a lot. She traveled a lot.
That's not good.
Demetrius said, "I heard my name, LOL. Yes, we talked about you, of course."
We love you, Demetrius. Yes.
Right. Thanks for bringing us together.
Yeah.
So there's something that we teach at Productive Environment Institute is that you can keep everything that you want as long as you're willing to pay the price. And that price, right? So think this through. That price is time. Is it costing you any time? Space, money, or energy. So you might have walked, that's the cost factor. You can keep anything that you want as long as you're willing to pay the price, and time, space, money, and energy. And here's where it usually comes down to it. It may not be costing you any time. Those boxes are there. They're out of your way. They're not costing you any time. Maybe they are here and there. You got to move something out of the way. Maybe. Are they costing you space? Only if you think about, well, I could use that space for something else, or I could, maybe, but, I've got plenty of space. They're fine. They're not bothering anything. They can stay. Are they costing you any money? Well, no, they're just in boxes. They're already out of the way. It's not costing me any money. But the one that really gets you is the energy.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
If every time you look at them, you feel that pit in your stomach, like, really.
Absolutely. And then you walk away. I'm not going to deal with this right now.
That's right.
It's you're actually carrying a burden, even though you haven't picked it up and it's not on your back physically. It is. It's
there.
You're carrying that along with you, place to place. You walk past it, there it is. Oh,
yeah. So when you made the decision and you said in that moment, you guys were there at the fire and it was going up in smoke and you were releasing. After that, in the days, weeks, months, years after that, what happened? What did you feel going forward?
A lot happened, because then I was able to go into my closet and take other things out that I was never going to use, donate them. I was able to go into the little precious places. I've been holding my son's artwork from kindergarten, girl. Yes, I did say that. And his first pair of shoes. I did say that. And just let things go. And so I went from here to there to everybody's got a junk drawer in the kitchen or somewhere. Got rid of all of that. Donated it. Somebody else can use it.
Wow. You decluttered your junk drawer.
That and everything.
Wow. So once you got started, you were on a roll, it sounds like.
But it feels so good. And it was able to flip that into the present time. If there are people that are hanging on that are draining you, let them go.
Let the people go.
Yes, let them go.
Yes.
You're not, because you were friends in high school or junior high or whatever, and you grow, you change. It's okay to release in love.
Yeah.
To release in love. If it's not healthy, if it's not uplifting, if it's not adding to.
Yes.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah, let it go.
That's beautiful.
Let them go.
Yeah. If they're not adding, if they're draining you, if they're causing
life. Time is so precious. It is so precious. There are people that if you let them, the negativity, they're always negative. Not bad people, but just always negative. And so you're allowing it in, and it's taking space, it's taking breath, it's taking time. Time is precious. We can do something positive or nothing positive in these precious moments.
You can just be.
Just be. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Just go to the woods and be. Pick some flowers, be. Plant a garden, be. Just sit there and take a deep breath, listen to the bird song and be.
Yes. I want to talk about that with your love for nature and kind of getting back to that in a second. Demetria says, my mama is watching, but she can't find how to chat. She said to tell Karen that she is watching and she loves her.
Oh, well, you tell Demetrius. Demetrius, you tell your mama I love her back, and I'm sending a big old hug right now.
There we go. Her name's Brenda. So Brenda, I hope you felt that hug from Karen. Carrie says powerful. It is. It is powerful. So we've talked about things. We've talked about paper. We've talked about people. And you shared something with me about email. So you said you are even a minimalist now with email. So let's talk about that.
Yes. I try to keep it down to 75, 50, because it's just another way for stuff and junk to jump into your space.
Ooh, that's a good way of putting that.
You
Oh,
know, because it will if you allow it in any area. But those emails that come through, the people, the selling, the blah blah blah. Yes. So I no more than 100 a day, and I try to keep it at 75, 50. And girl, it feels so good when you get on, then you can look exactly for what you're looking to find, and then bloop, get off.
That's right. Oh, I love it. That's very impressive. That's one of the things that we teach in our workshop. Eds, if you'll put up our workshop link. So if any of you guys are watching this and you are really resonating with Karen's passion and how she feels about releasing, this is what we help people do. No, we did not help Karen. She did this on her own before we met. But we have a workshop called Soar into Action. And it's exactly what you're talking about. It's releasing, removing, decluttering. Our tagline is accomplish your work and enjoy your life. And if you're overwhelmed with clutter, it's hard.
Yes.
And then you feel guilty. Like you talked about wanting to be out. In fact, you said your favorite things that you realized you weren't doing anymore because of being so busy were kayaking and hiking.
Yeah, I love the great outdoors. To me, nature is a sanctuary because you see God everywhere. You see miracles everywhere. Everything you see, the sunrise and what the sun does, it's miraculous. But if we're so busy being busy, then we can't appreciate and receive all of the healing and the beauty and the peace and the calm and the messages that nature has for us. Birds tweet at a frequency that is calming to our central nervous system. Isn't that powerful? Everything out there has great purpose, but because we're so busy, we can't tune in. We can't go out there. We're afraid to go out there, blah, but it's the simple things.
I love that.
It is the simple things. And there's such great healing out there. Your blood pressure drops. Hug a tree. Yes, I am a tree hugger. And nature just constantly blows my mind. I just got back from Ecuador and I was just like, whew, I'm still reeling from the depth of the beauty that I was able to take in because everything was just up front and present.
Wow.
I had turned off everything, and oh my goodness, creation. Oh, it is that. Whoa. Wow.
Yes. And we have to have I've talked to clients who feel guilty to go out and do something because they should be decluttering. They should be filing. They should be working on their stuff. That's why we say accomplish your work and enjoy your life.
That is it. Yes.
Yeah. And the nature, Kathy says, observing nature at that level opens you to presence.
It really does. It really does.
And Nancy, one of our SOAR members, says, junk, I loved your quote when you said that, Karen, junk can jump into your space, beware. Thank you. That's great. That's a keeper. It's another way to recognize what brings us down, the messages of nature, God's messages, simple.
Oh, yeah.
And beautiful. Yeah. Carrie says, yes, I went to a sound bath event.
Oh my God.
Sunday. Have you done that, Karen? I haven't done that.
Yes, I did. It was amazing. I had, because I do yoga classes for good stretching. And an instructor came in and with the bowls, the sound, the vibrations, oh
Mm,
my goodness. Oh yes, yes, yes.
wow.
Powerful.
She said, I went to a sound bath on Sunday that took place in a barn on a flower farm. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh. Please,
Oh,
please send stuff. I would like to know where and
yeah.
when, but that is so beautiful. And that connected God to you. And ooh, that's beautiful. But
I'll
see,
connect
yes.
you. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll connect
oh,
you
wow.
via email.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
It was raining on the tin roof, and I hadn't been that connected to God and myself.
Oh my gosh. All of that. All of that. I'm in.
All of that. All
Oh
of
my
that.
goodness.
Yes. So as we get, I hate the hardest part about this is that the time is that we're already at the bottom of the hour. But I want to hear. So how did you go from all of this declutter? You were kind of on a roll. You're decluttering, 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 and then you have this new project about living naturally. Am I
Oh
saying it
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah. The living simply natural and well. I
Tell us about
had
that.
to. I
Okay.
had to in order to really live because I was existing. I was
Mm.
busy. I had
Mhm.
everything I thought I needed,
Yeah.
but what I needed was to regroup and simplify, cut
Mhm.
back on all the busy, work on the little relationships that really mean something, that give you something that you can pour into and reconnect with nature and be mindful of being walking in gratitude because
Mhm.
nothing is really small. They're all moments that might be somewhat dwarfed by something else that you think is huge, but every moment is so big because it's so precious. And if we can be present in those moments, then we hear the bird song and we see that flower that moves us a certain way. A certain flower may move you differently than it moves me, but did creator God create that for himself? No, he did that for you,
Right.
for
Oh,
you. So the details,
the details.
the seemingly small things, they're all big, important things
So
packaged in a
beautiful.
certain way, you know.
You
So
reminded
I
me.
just
Oh, go ahead.
huh?
Go ahead. I was
No,
just
go.
gonna. I was just gonna say you reminded me. I live at the beach. I live in Carolina Beach, and
Yes,
one of the best part of my day is when I take my dogs for a walk on the beach. I walk them on the beach every
yeah,
day. Today it was raining, and I still walk. It wasn't pouring, so it was
uh-huh,
a light drizzle, and so I walked them today. And just being, I don't ever wear earbuds or listen to ebook or not
me
ebooks, but listen to
when I'm out
books
there.
or music or anything when I'm in nature. Like I want to
Right
hear
on.
what you're talking. I want to
Yes,
hear the seagulls.
yes.
And when I see dolphins, I take
Oh,
it very, very personally.
personally, baby.
Yes,
Yes,
right? Because if you think about it, and really it goes for anything, not just dolphins, but in the vast ocean and the vast parts of the world, for
yes,
those dolphins to be right there in front of me, like that's
yes.
personal. That's like,
It's very personal. God is intentional.
yeah.
And I know that our time is winding up, but
Okay, go
if
ahead.
anybody would be interested, I've been thinking about holding some events where we can get together, make some soap, and do some just basic storytelling and
Do
just
it.
connecting and
Yes.
on deep level, simple foraging. I started foraging after my grandbaby was born up in Boston, and there
Mhm.
was something I always wanted to do, but there's so much good food out there and medicine and all of that stuff. Ah, I mean, ah,
Yeah.
I want to share this whole living simply, naturally, and well.
I love it. I love it. So we've got your Instagram on the screen there. Is that a good place for people to connect with
It's a
you?
good place. It's a good place. Or there, or my what is it? My email is Karen Abercrombie now at gmail.com. And I purposely changed it to now because it used to be Karen Abercrombie.com at gmail.com, but or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's because just transformation. God has done something with me and he's doing new things through me with this living simply, naturally, and well. Things
Wow.
that were already inside, but just releasing them and trusting.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. That is
And
beautiful. Are you still acting, producing? Are you still in that
Oh,
realm?
oh yeah. I have a couple projects that I'm working on early in the early in pre-production, and I just went down to Texas a couple of days ago to record a song that someone wrote for me to sing in their movie that I will be taping in September. So I'm still very active, but in a different way. You know, I don't take everything that comes. I'm not trying to run and do this. I'm making sure that I take time to breathe. And sometimes it's just like, you know, I might have a cup of tea or coffee in bed and just pray, meditate, and maybe I'll doze back off. I don't know.
Wow. You have the choice, though. You have free
We
will.
have to make the choice for ourselves.
That's right.
We have to get off that hamster wheel.
Yes.
Because we're raised to jump on that hamster wheel, be the best, be the fastest, do more, and then we're so stressed, and so sick.
Yes. So I feel liberation just hearing you talk like that. We're liberated from the chaos, from the clutter,
the clutter, girl, the
yeah,
clutter,
the
the
stress.
clutter.
Well, I am definitely, we definitely need to talk about doing things together, some more collaboration things. I love that idea a lot.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And there's somebody else I want to introduce you to. She's part of our SOAR to Success program as well. And SOAR, for those of you that don't know, SOAR means systemize and organize with action and reference. Because every piece of information, whether it's paper, email, digital stuff on the computer, AI outputs, no matter what it is, it's either an action, something you need to do, or it's a reference, something you choose to keep. And then the third thing is toss. So we call it, Karen, we call it the art of organizing information, action, reference, toss.
I love it. That is so good, girl. That is so good.
So it gives us the freedom to do those things that we love and not just always feel like, oh, I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. I can't go enjoy my life. I have to do this. No, you've clearly created a balance between the decluttering and the living your life. Right?
Yes.
And that's what you want to share with people. And I think that is absolutely beautiful. So this is not the end. This is the beginning. So thank you, Demetrius, for introducing us.
Absolutely, Demetrius.
Yes. We will put in the YouTube description and wherever you guys are watching from how to connect with Karen as well. So, and we will definitely have her back on, and just stay tuned. But for those of you interested that want to learn how to do what Karen has done, sign up for our workshop. We have it's an on-demand workshop where you can get started immediately. And then we have a live component to it next week. So you guys go ahead and get signed up, and then you can work on it on your own and then come to us with questions, and we'll share demonstrations and so forth with you. So thank you again, Karen. And I'm going to end the screen, and then you and I will have a quick chat after I end here. So thank you all for joining us.
Good stuff, everybody. Big hug, much love. Be well.